Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead. So this is going to be from the 12th to the 19th of November 2024. So if you want to book a personal, the 2025 is now available. Check it out in the description box below. Like the video and comment. There is love audio reads, career audio reads, tarot coaching face-to-face. But the hot read right now is the budget deal 2025. Check it out in the description below. You'll also find it in the comments. Sometimes people are like, Elisa, where's your personals? In the comments at the top or under the video in the description box. So this week is going to be pressing for you, okay? Some of you, there's a lot of success happening right now. People are reaching out. People want your services. People want your time. People want your energy. Your biggest problem this week is in the stimulation. So what I'm getting is there's a lot of chaos going on within you or around you. So I feel like if ever was the week to really set a schedule, to discipline yourself, to slow down, this would be the week. You will avoid a lot more mistakes, a lot more stress, a lot more agitation if you write things down and do things systematically. Some of you Geminis, I feel like you're dealing with sensory overload. You are just too pressed. And I think some of you, it's because the environment you're in, the way your schedule is, the job you're in. It's go, 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 go. So if you can help yourselves this week, the message would be to not be juggling, to not be doing things off the cuff. This week is a good week to sit the fuck down and say, okay, right, this is the things I've got to deal with, this is the pressure, this is the clients, and do things in a systematic way. And you'll avoid a lot of triggers, a lot of bad reactions, and a lot of stress. But some of you, I'm going to be honest, Gemini, it's game over. You can't do this anymore. Something is dying for you. An old self is dying, a reality is dying. This matrix is losing its power. And the more it loses its power and the people who belong to it, the more people it's trying to suck in and pull back. And it really is, you've got to level up and gangster. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not living in shitholes like this. I'm not spending my life around people like this. I'm not loving people like this. Okay? So this is a week where as you're standing up, as you're starting to do the work, as you're starting to really reshape yourself, the devil, the deep blue sea, the people who are drowning are trying to suck you back in. Okay, so that is a big message here. Miserable people, people who just need to power trip, dysfunctional, toxic environments where people just have no regulation. Like, these people aren't regulated. There's no order in their life. There's no gold in their life. They're not going anywhere. They're just free falling through the matrix, right? But you want to go somewhere. You want to achieve things. So no matter what this week, okay, choose your battles. That's a big message. Choose your battles and sit down, and no matter what your personal situation is, think of ways that you can navigate through intelligently. But I do think there's a lot of good stuff coming as long as you can. I do think it's a week to meditate, a week to calm yourself down. Geminis don't do this. You need to do the work, Gemini. You know, and this is me as well preaching, but I'm saying, when we meditate, when we go to yoga, when we go for that run, when we organise ourselves, we are better individuals, we are much calmer. And I feel like this week there is a lot of chaos, but you're not really helping yourself. The way you're running your life, the way you're dealing with people, the way you're organising yourself. But yes, some of you, you're in hell. That's the best way to explain it. The people around you are dog shit. The job you're going to is dog shit. Some of you have got no love, or the love you've got is just not giving you what you need. What I'm getting for some of you Geminis is it's nothing but stress. And this is where the triggers are coming from. There's no peace, there's no chill. So some of you Geminis are telling you something has got to die. And it's an old self, it's an old approach to things, it's the environment you're in, it's the money mindset, it's the love mindset. Something has got to change. And I also heard, fuck these cunts. Sorry to be so direct, but I'm being serious. I think some of you Geminis are giving far too many people who don't matter even a tiny bit of your fit. These people are nothing to you. They don't care about you. They're not trying to make your life better. right? So I feel like for some of you, it's not about walking around with a bad attitude to everybody, but I do think that there's some people who it's like, don't know ya, don't owe ya. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you too. So yeah, some of you Geminis, you need to stop overly accommodating people, overly worrying about strangers who don't matter, and you need to get the job done. Okay? Some of you are refusing to walk away from people, places and things though, that are not good for you. So Geminis, that's what I'm getting. Some of you need to be careful with being your own worst enemy. You're kind of talking about the environment, the matrix, the people, but the Eight of Cups reversed is someone who's unwilling to change, someone who's unwilling to let go of things that are not good for them and not healthy. Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is people who are giving you crumbs. Six of Pentacles. This is you giving too much to certain people, giving too much to certain things that are not healthy for you. See, we talked about this person who's trying to goad you. So some of you Geminis, you're dealing with some fuckboy. He's nothing but emotional chaos. He's nothing but stress. This guy doesn't care about you. He just wants to keep you. Okay, I think Geminis have got used to trauma bonding. They've got used to these stressful dynamics. This guy does not care about you. He just doesn't want you with anybody else because he knows what you provide and your value. And that's it. So I'm going to be on Nine of Swords. Some of you feel, like I said, overloaded, lots of anxiety. Some of you, your body's having reactions to the environment, the people around you. Some of you are stressing over this fire sign. Okay? Do you want to be happy, Gemini, or do you want to be right? That's the message for you this week. Like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Someone does not care about you. And some of you, the jobs you're going to, the environment you're in, your body doesn't respond well to these people. It doesn't respond well to these environments. They're too noisy, they're too dysregulated. So you've got to level up. Because this is really bad for your mind. Some of you, your shadow is triggered by what you're going through. Triggered. This is people who want to lash out, they want to lose it. That's what I'm getting. Like, some of you are so stressed, so overworked, so pressed that the Gemini just wants to fucking... Okay? But some of you, you're not helping yourself, and that's the message this week. Start helping yourself, Gemini. And that's in your choices in men. It's how you react to people around you who are trying to goad you, get a reaction from you. You've got to be balanced. Justice card is about getting balance this week. Okay? But I'm telling you, until you start to heal, until you start to do the work on what's triggering you, what's making you fearful, what's making you anxious, because I just feel horrible. I don't feel good doing this reading. Some of you, you're in some community and it's full of like alkies and addicts and just people who are a mess and they're just mouthpieces and they're just horrible. It could be an environment where the people there are violent, very, don't give a fuck about how they're affecting other people. Okay, so I feel like some of you, you're all dealing with different things, but this week it's about, okay, look, I need to deal with what is really affecting me. Some of you, what's really affecting you is a love person. So this fire sign is someone who's trying to keep you with them, but he's not healthy, he's egotistical, he's bad for your body, he's bad for your heart, he's bad for you, and you've got to let him go. Okay? I think some of you keep chasing this masculine, chasing this feminine, even though they're not good for you. Some of you need to stop accepting less than you deserve. Okay? Some of you don't want to lose something. Five of Pentacles reversed is where you don't want to lose something, you don't want to lose someone. But that's what gives it power. Okay? So I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you, I'm telling you, for the intelligent Geminis, we've got the Death card reversed. So the Death card reversed is someone who's refusing to make changes. Someone who knows that an environment, a job, a person is not good for them, but they keep going back to that thing. They keep staying in that thing. Okay? So some of you, it's just to do with, you've got to start making changes, right? You've got to face your fears. You've got to start making changes within yourself, because the old self is not going to get you the life, the love, the career, the dreams you want. You're going to have to give something to get something. I feel like you feel captive to the people around you. So you've got situations where people are controlling you. Okay? You need to sit down and say, okay, hit the big things. It's like, if money is the problem keeping you in a shit environment around shit people, fix the money. If it's a love situation, if you've got a lot of issues within yourself, it's time to start healing. Some of you feel horrible. There's so much chaos, inner turbulence. Some of you is the success, but it's just, you're just triggered, you're not happy. Some of you is the money's there, the success is there, but the kind of people you're having to work for, the kind of things you're having to do, doesn't sit well with you. So what I'm getting for you is, so your body is rejecting something. And I'm also getting overstimulated, tiredness, stress, just feeling overstimulated. You just don't feel good, like you feel horrible within your own vessel. You don't feel good in an environment. You don't feel good. You feel like you're being forced to go to a job. You feel like you're feeling like people are able to manipulate and control you. I get kind of just feeling really checked out, disassociated, tired, triggered. Now, this is not going to be for all Geminis. Like I said, some Geminis are really successful right now, but that's the trigger. The trigger is that the pressure is on and you've got to handle this pressure intelligently. Okay? This is where you sit down and you get a pros and cons list. This is where you sit down and you get a list for the week ahead. This is dealing with legality. So some of you might be dealing with a lawsuit with an individual. Maybe you've got a child, or maybe there's some kind of lawsuit. Maybe you're waiting for a payout. So some of you can't walk away right now because there's still justice that needs to be done. There's still some kind of legal outcome that needs to happen. But you do need to watch the people around you. Remember, we talked about the King of Cups reverse. So some of you, the people around you are just not good for you, especially for the Gemini man. I think you need to start getting people out of your life who are no longer in alignment. That's a big message. Geminis are in environments, in a job, around people who are no longer in alignment with what you want to achieve. And if I explain this matrix to you in a video, it's all designed to kill you. It's all designed to keep you in poverty. It's all designed to keep you in stress. It's all designed for you to stay your lowest version. Geminis are so fucking tired. Like, this year has been a nightmare for some Geminis. Some Geminis are just like, I cannot do this again. Okay, if you can't do it again, the world is doing what it's doing. And if you think it's bad now, you've seen nothing yet. If you think people are acting like dog shit right now, you've seen nothing yet. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm trying to prepare you. Okay? Your job is to say, what behaviour do I need to change? What environment do I need to live in to be in comfort and so I can sleep at night? Because if we don't sleep, we can't be regulated in the day. We're going to get triggered. We're not going to be happy. So this is everything. This is what you're putting in your body. It's your sleep cycle. It's the people you're giving your time, your energy, your reactions to. This is the whole gig, right? There's a lot of selfish cunts who they just don't care. It's all about them. They don't care. Give me the money, go away. Okay? So I feel like Geminis need to, right now you're feeling very isolated, you're feeling very alone, you're dealing with people or circumstances that just feel too much to confront. But they're telling you, Gemini, you have got the power. This is you, the sun. The sun is all about the colossal energy. You've got the power to get to the happiness you want, to get to the health that you want, to get to freedom and liberation, but you're going to have to change your approach. You're going to have to change your approach with certain people. You're going to have to change your tactics. Some of you, it's your unconscious mind is dragging you back. It's making you trauma bond. You've got these old fears that are coming up. They're not even relevant to the current life. This is past shit that you haven't dealt with, right? So it's going to be different for everybody. And this reading is difficult to do because the energy is like sitting on fire. But a big message is, instead of sitting around in your head, overthinking, making things bigger than they need to be, sit down and write a list. Sit down and write a dream list for 2025. Maybe you need to go and call that therapist. Maybe you need to get a coaching session. Maybe you need to start a gym. But a big message this week is, don't be sitting in your head. because it's amplifying your fears. It's just creating more stress, more problems. And some of you are kind of just sitting there paralysed because you don't know how to get out of something. But your brain is just making it so much worse. Okay? So the good stuff for this week is, some of you this week, I'm telling you, I'm getting late nights, overstimulated, overthinking, not able to sleep. Some of you are going to have to let a masculine go. This masculine is a demonic masculine. He doesn't love you. He just wants to keep ownership of you. It's possession, it's control. He doesn't love you. He just doesn't want anyone else to. But some of you are deceiving yourself. You know it's toxic love when you have to overthink it. You know it's not genuine when you have to overly read into it. So I'm telling you, Gemini, you are your own problem. Because you're refusing to adapt. You're refusing to let the old self die. You're not doing the healing work. You're not regulating yourself. Some of you, I'm not going to lie, like the world is coming for you. The devil is coming for you. You're up against the law. Some of you, it's not really your fault. You're really being heavily attacked, heavily challenged. But you know, with great power comes great responsibility, comes enemies. The bottom wants to keep as many people down with them. They don't want to see you achieving your dreams. They don't want to help you. It's why they're at the bottom. So some of you right now, there's people around you who could help you, and they're not helping you. Of course they're not, because they're trapped in the bottom, and they want everyone there with them. Stop getting mad, Gemini. They're not even building their own dreams, and you think they're going to build yours. They don't care. Okay? Stop asking for favours. Stop expecting things from people who are not going to give you it. Some of you, know your friends are fake as fuck. Like, they want to see you drown. They're not friends, but, you'll come to that point where you see that when you're ready. But I'm saying, like, honestly, I think Gemini is making itself insane through stupid shit. It's obvious what it is. People are obvious in who they are and what they are. I think Geminis need to battle harden. They need to get tougher. And this is as much with themselves as the people around them. I'm also getting to the Gemini man that you kind of flip off this week. Like, I feel like you really put some people in their place, because you can see how bad that they are for you. Two of Swords. Some of you love you blocked by it. Some of you need to take the blindfold off, especially the Gemini woman, when it comes to a fire sign. Sagittarius, definitely. Leo, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? There's someone in your life who this person needs to go, Gemini. Like, this person is not love, it's not healthy. This is the message here. The message for Geminis this week is, do you want to live in balance? Do you want to live in peace? Or do you want to live in chaos? Okay, so some of you have got environments, you've got people around you, and it's chaos. And I think some Geminis have learned to live in chaos, and what they're saying to you is, you can keep living in chaos, you can keep making excuses, you can keep finding a million reasons why you can't leave this job, you can't get away from this person or this environment, or it's time to choose peace. But choosing peace means the old self that's learned to live in anxiety and fear and chaos must die. Because people get addicted to anxiety, they get addicted to fear, they get addicted to the poverty story, the loveless story. It's time to create a new story. But if you want it, you're going to have to fight for it. Because the matrix is not going easy on you right now. The people around you are not going easy on you. Some of you, it's nothing to do with you. They're just selfish. Their life's a mess, so they're not trying to make, they're just not thinking about you. Some of you, though, I feel like I do. Some of you are seeing right through people. Some of you are seeing right through yourself. Some of you are ready to do the work because, like I said, you're done. You're done. You don't want to live like this anymore. You don't want to feel like this anymore. You want balance. You want people who feed into you. You feed into them. You're done taking the crumbs from people. Because actually, the Knight of Swords is you this week having a reaction to people to fuck no, you'll move like that. To fuck no, you'll treat me like this. So some of you are going to have that reaction this week, and I think it's because you're just done. Okay? So sometimes a blow up is a good thing. In other words, really losing it and just kind of being like, no, is a good thing, because you hit that wall and it's like, no. Okay? Tell me the good stuff for Geminis this week. I get true love coming in for the Geminis who are ready. You've hit that point. You're ready to heal. You're ready to re-regulate. You're ready to drop the old self. You're ready to change your behaviour. You're getting rid of people out of your life who basically are low frequency, low vibe. These people are, they don't want to help you. You're done. The sun card reversed. So the good stuff this week is that you're just done being out of balance. You're done being unhappy. You're done being drained. You're done giving more than you're getting back. People have been leeching and leeching and leeching, and you've been letting them. You've been having these men, or you've been having this guy take your best version. He's been having access to your body. Some of you have been giving your skills, your talents to these people who underappreciate you. But I feel like for some Geminis, like it's game on, but it is a fast week, it's a pressured week, it's a kind of, anything that's being remoulded or reshaped, it's going to feel like friction. It's going to feel testing. Your mind and your body's going to have a reaction because it's new. If you give up an addiction to caffeine, to alcohol, if you change the country, if you change the environment, if you make a change out of your job, you're going to feel pressed, triggered, uneasy, because the change makes you uneasy, but there's a lot of good on the other side of it. But I feel like Geminis need to look at themselves this week. They need to look at their life, and they need to be honest with themselves. I think it's more of a Gemini versus Gemini this week than Gemini trying to fight the matrix, trying to fight the world and blaming everything around you. This is only going to get worse. These people are only going to get worse. It's party Monday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday. It's I pay you to accommodate you. It's you can't trust people anymore. People who say they're your friends who want you to win are hoping secretly you lose. Okay, it's the whole game out here, right? It's the whole cake. But I also feel like Geminis need to not get bitter. They need to get better. It's like, I feel like through this year, it's been a nightmare for some of us. It's been really wounding. It's felt unfair. It's felt unjust. But I really feel like this has been a year that's taught Gemini exactly what they don't want. And some of you, you're ready to come back to your power, to get healthy, to be happy. There's people around you who you just can't stand. Some of you are living in environments that are not good for your peace of mind, they're not good for your body. So it's time to get plans, it's time to stop thinking in the old, realign yourself. That's a big message for you, is get present and start thinking about realigning yourself. Start healing now, start doing the work now before 2025. And some of you, it's time to let something go. So I had to do this quick, but it's a week of regulating yourself, organising yourself. If you want a personal read, I'll be able to go into your personal situation, join the community below. But Gemini, it's game on, because we can't do this anymore. We want to be happy, we want to be healthy, period. I'll speak to you soon.